In this video, I'm going to explain the difference between a logo and a brand. I'll show you which one you should focus on first and why neither can really do its job without the other. Hi, my name's Hugh. I've been helping small businesses, founders and entrepreneurs build better brands for well over 15 years now. Now, before we go any further, I think we just need to really make sure that we understand what we mean when we actually say brand, because I think this is where a lot of the confusion actually starts. There are lots of ways that you can define a brand, but here's a really simple way to think about it that I think is really helpful. Think of a brand as the bridge which connects a business to its customers. And the process of branding is the work of constructing and shaping that bridge. What kind of person do we want to attract to our bridge? Why would they want to use our bridge rather than a competitor's bridge? And it's not just about how a business looks either. It's what it promises, what it stands for, ultimately how it makes people feel when they come into contact with it. And I think once you understand that, then it gets much easier to understand the difference between a brand and a logo. Now, if you are finding this helpful, please hit that like button. And if you want more videos like this, where we break down branding concepts in a really simple way, then please consider subscribing too. So if a brand is the bridge, then a logo is the flag that we place on that bridge. Nothing more. It's not the thing holding the bridge up. It's a signpost. It's a symbol. And on its own, a logo can't explain who you're for or why you're different or why someone should choose you over someone else. But what it can do is act as a kind of shorthand and hint at some of that deeper meaning, but only if you've gone to the trouble of defining that meaning first. So really, a logo only works when there's a vision for the brand that underpins it. A logo is often expected to do far more than it realistically can. People hope that it will explain what their business does, or attract the right customers, or even in some cases reposition the business entirely. But in reality, those are brand jobs, not logo jobs. And I think a lot of the confusion arises from asking a logo to do something that it never really does in reality. I mean, if you think about it, how many times do you ever see a logo in total isolation? Almost never. There's always some kind of surrounding context, whether that be on a website, a shop front, on a van, in a social media feed. And these all contain other signals that let people work out for themselves what a business is all about and whether it's for them. So that additional context is doing an awful lot of the meaning work, which means the logo doesn't have to carry all of that meaning on its own. And that's why logos which try and say too much are often overly complex, busy, and ineffective. And the traits that we're actually looking for in a logo are things like simplicity and how memorable they are. Something that someone can easily recognize and remember and attach their own meaning to over time. So in reality, a logo works best not as a container for meaning, but as an anchor for meaning, a visual shorthand for everything which the brand stands for. And a really good example of this in the real world is if we take the Nike logo. Now, this logo is undeniably simple and elegant. And yes, there are some connotations within that symbol which hint at what Nike is all about. A tick says yes, it's a positive symbol. It maybe implies movement. It's dynamic. But how much of what Nike is really about can we infer from that symbol alone? We don't necessarily get that they're all about high performance, or that they're all about being for athletes and ambition and elite level sport. All of those, all of that extra meaning that we associate with that logo is there because of the consistent way that Nike have used that logo and the context in which it's been placed over a long period of time. The advertising, the imagery, the messaging, the stories. And that logo hasn't had to carry all of that meaning on its own, but over time it has become a powerful anchor for that meaning and is now synonymous with what the Nike brand is all about. So the simple takeaway is this: a brand is the meaning or feeling that someone attaches to a business, and a logo is just a visual shorthand for that meaning, a symbol that represents it. And on its own, a logo can't do very much at all. So if you want a logo that really works for your business and starts attracting the right customers, then you need to start with the brand first. And that's why things like brand positioning are so important, because that's some of the work that really helps define a brand and therefore give a logo something to build on. Now that's a separate conversation, but it is one that I go into in more detail in this video here.